How often do we hear from everyday people? Hear stories from someone who look like you, work like you, live like you do. The good, the bad, most importantly, the truth. Because we're not all celebrities. We don't have a camera following us around to document our reality, but we do all have problems, issues, an elephant in the room that we continue to avoid in hopes one day will fade away. Well, I say, let's talk about it.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for joining me on Let's Talk About It with Jackie Wade. Go around and introduce yourselves and let everyone know what you do.
I am Kristen White. I am a hair and makeup artist. My concentration is concierge service and production in television and film.
Hi, my name is Veronica. I go by Lil Sis V on all social media. I am a blogger, an actress, a YouTuber.
Happy to have you, ladies. Thank you for joining me. Today's episode will cover beauty inside and out, what we put in our bodies, as well as the things that we do on the outside to make sure that we keep ourselves glowing and radiant. What gave me the motivation to do this? I raised my son on Deion Sanders saying, he said,
If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good.
And I think that we can apply that to our everyday life because the underline for everything that we do is that we can live comfortably. And our confidence and our self-esteem has a lot to do with that. We put a lot of time making sure that we look a certain way. What I found with the African American community is that not all of us know what to do or how to make sure that we keep our skin in tip-top shape. You ladies, we're in the industry. So it's pivotal for us to know clear skin is important before you apply makeup, or it makes makeup applying easier, or having healthy hair, or detoxing. So I wanted to talk about that. What is your regimen when you wake up in the morning?
The way I always start off is with water. I am huge about hydration, specifically alkaline water. I really appreciate an alkaline diet. It's not only just great for your skin, but your insides dance when you get water.
Balance.
Let me tell you, and I definitely have gone through hormonal changes. A lot of us can understand as we get older and we go into those different stages of life, our skin is like going through a second puberty. I never had acne when most people typically go through that acne phase, like 16, 17. I never had that. So at 35, when I started getting pimples and like hormonal acne and adult onset acne, it was like, what is this? My morning regimen always starts with lemon water, whether hot, warm, room temperature, ice cold, it doesn't matter, just lemon water, because it's kind of a natural scrubber for your insides, kind of gets the body going, and it also helps wake up the skin. And I also do something that a lot of people don't do, but I kind of got this as a Korean beauty skincare tip. Once I'm finished with washing my face, I literally take a cloth, ice cold water, and I lay it on my face, and it just closes up your pores. And it's like,
That sounds like it would feel good.
oh,
Yeah, I've never
it depuffs. It sounds like torture when I say it takes all that puffiness out, and it just keeps the skin really tight.
Creates a shock, it sounds like.
It does, and it actually shocks the skin in a good way, and it literally makes the pores just close. If you guys see telephone poles or cords, in the wintertime they're tight, but if you notice in the summertime they kind of droop.
As they get warm.
Yeah, it's the same thing with your skin.
I like to start off real simple in the morning because I have a rigorous nighttime routine. Right now I'm using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost line. They have like a Hydro Boost lotion.
Hydro Boost is good. It's really
yes.
good.
Especially for waking your skin up in the mornings. I drink water first thing in the morning. I have to have my 8 ounces. And I follow all of that up by drinking tea. I'm on the apple cider vinegar, blackberry digestion tea right now. So
I'll take just regular apple cider vinegar. Do you do that? Like I'll take a shot.
Ooh.
I put the apple cider vinegar up to a certain limit. Then I fill the rest up with water. And I'll throw a cayenne pepper, mix it up, and I just kind of just take it of apple cider vinegar. And I'll get a shot of that.
Straight up G.
Right.
You know what? And it's all about, and I tell myself the benefits of it is what makes me learn. And it helps with like weight loss and detox. And yeah.
It's good.
But I'm with you, Kristen. I've invested in an alkaline machine, but it has beauty water, clean water. It has pH 9.5. So I wash my face with beauty water every morning. I put it on my, and I use Dudu Olson. I use my black soap. I let my skin air dry. I will drink my lemon water. I'll do cinnamon and honey water. And then I'm a tea drinker like you, V. So that helps me get my water in. A lot of us have a hard time getting our water in because we don't understand how important it is to not only how we look, but how we feel. It'll kind of divert that eating bad if you actually get that water in. A lot of time we put stuff in our body thinking we're hungry. We're just dehydrated. I learned how to exfoliate my skin by some of my white friends. And I think that a lot of Black people, we don't know how to properly exfoliate. Some of us don't even know what exfoliating is. Share with us some of your habits, what you do to exfoliate, and even how often you exfoliate your skin.
So a lot of Black people are going to take my Black card for saying this. Stop using that wash rag.
Yes.
Cannot emphasize this enough. I know a lot of them done the bathroom test. You go in, you see they got a rag, so they don't got a rag, they're not clean. Okay, that's fine. We all done it. I know y'all know this rule. Black household, if they ain't got a wash rag, they nasty, they dirty. But we tell y'all that is a grave myth. Some of y'all have gotten by the skin of your teeth with that myth because there's so much bacteria in that wash rag. And there's also this weird myth that Black people, we just don't have, yes, we have beautiful skin, melanin is our friend, but we do get acne, we do have sunspots, we do get skin cancer, we do have things that affect our skin, and one of them is bacteria. So in those wash rags, like, no, like, seriously, switch out your wash rag. Every night needs to be a new wash rag. And there's also a process to exfoliating, because you can over exfoliate your skin. Sometimes loofahs are good. You can sanitize them properly. They're safer for the skin. I would also watch the types of soaps that you're using to wash. Black soap is my friend. I love soap with 100% shea butter in it. The more natural ingredients, the fewer ingredients in the soap that you're using, the better. I think people always feel like if it doesn't lather, you're not getting clean. Also a myth.
When it comes to exfoliating, I have 4 or 5 different things I use. I have a towel loofah, like one of those, the ones that stretch that you can get in the back area, because you got to clean the back. But on my most like luxurious nights that I want to take like that warm bath and have like a spa moment, I'll pull out the sugar exfoliators and use that. I think the most important thing about exfoliating is what you do with your skin after, because you got to put that hydration back into the skin. I'm not a huge fan of lotion. As soon as I get out of the tub or shower, I will follow up with oil while my skin is still wet.
I do that. Damp skin, it locks the moisture in. I use coconut oil. I use the coconut oil, and I'll put it on, but I do use Palmer's cocoa butter as well. I was a tomboy, so I grew up kind of rough, and so I have to, cover up some of these blemishes that's on my legs and my arms.
The air drying, like Jackie, you said something about you air dry your face. Like, we really do traumatize the skin when we get out of the shower. We're like,
and dry it with
rubbing, and it's like you just triple exfoliating. You have a wash rag in the tub, and now you're exfoliating all over again, and you're in shock. So just let it air dry.
I've started using lemon. I use lemons and I use baking soda to lighten up my elbows. And my,
There's also something that's also really good. I think the name of the company is called Gleam. It's a vitamin C and turmeric mask. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. They've been all over kind of Instagram. They're a Black-owned company. But also for the same thing, Jackie, like it'll brighten up elbows, knees, those scars that you might have on your shins. Like you said, we were tomboys growing up. You got marks on your shins, your forearms. A lot of us get a lot of sun damage here on the chest. Get that. It helps with that. Neck aging, turmeric, vitamin C. The same thing with citrus, which is vitamin C, which is why the lemons work. It helps with lips, anything that is of discoloration. It's a really good natural melanin enhancer.
Right. Like you were saying with the melanin, like people think that because we are African American, that our skin, like, that whole black don't crack. And it's like, yes, it does. Actually, what people think are adult freckles, they're not freckles. That's sun damage. I have it up under my eye. It comes out on your neck, these moles, and they're like, oh, that's from aging. No, it's from sun damage. No, because you don't use sunscreen. You think you don't have to. That's for the white people. No, we need it too. We have to protect. And now we have global warming, so the sun is even closer to the earth, which is more damaging to our skin.
As I've gotten older, my eczema has morphed into this thing called photo something. But basically it's where I have an allergy to the sun. So literally when I get that first tan, my melanin has an allergic reaction, and I literally get heat rash from from my forehead to my ankles, wherever I got tanned at. And so for me, it's been really, really important to use SPF. I have to 70 plus. Neutrogena has something called Helioplex, where they have actually a facial sunscreen that is literally 110 plus, which is hard to find, but you can find it on Amazon. It's $12. I order it all the time, especially if I have to shoot outside. And it's great. It doesn't have all the icky stuff in it, but it gives you that extra layer of protection. A lot of people should use that because I know I have a lot of sun damage. Chocolate as I am.
And you don't get the white cast from it?
No, it's called it's called Helioplex. It's by Neutrogena, and it's 110 plus SPF. I think it's 100 or 110 plus. You can get it on Amazon. I literally recommend it to everybody.
Yeah.
We have it in an aerosol spray can too that you can just spray. It actually makes you kind of glisten. You look real dewy. I literally have it in my red carpet bag, and I use it on a lot of my clients when they're like red carpet, so they're doing events, because it does make you glow.
I'm gonna have to write that down. That's the issue I have with finding SPFs, is it always gives you that white cast, and then you have to try to figure out how to cover it up with makeup, and then it looks caked on. Yeah.
The ingredient in all SPF is zinc. I think it's like zinc titanium or something like that.
Yeah.
Natural form. It's silver. So when it's actually what's protecting your sun, it's bouncing off those harmful UV rays, but it also, the downside is the cast. It has that white zinc that you're seeing in SPF. But this particular formula, somehow they have figured out that thing is that whatever that Helioplex is, I'm telling y'all, it's one of my favorite beauty hacks is that. I love it.
We have to be mindful and use proactive tips to try to help stretch out our youth. That's what everybody's trying to do. We want to look as young as possible, as long as possible. And if we're healthy in the midst of doing that, then great. But most of us, we want to know how we can look great on a day-to-day.
Yeah.
I will.
And I was gonna say, y'all kept saying black don't crack, but Jackie, I did not know you was 40. And then I think you said you're 35.
39.
Y'all don't look y'all's age at all.
And that's the point.
Oh, well, y'all been taking care of yourselves. Yes.
And drink some sea moss.
Yeah. And drink some sea moss.
I'm trying to
listen. This shit.
Jackie, I remember when I first met you, everybody in class thought you were younger than 25.
Yeah,
everybody.
That's my goal though. And when I drop this weight back down, they're gonna think it again. But I look like a mama with these hips and this ass.
That's all right. I just want to give rich auntie vibes. I don't.
Yes, rich auntie.
That's fine.
So another thing that they have, I'm glad you was talking about turmeric, and you was talking about how you use the turmeric and so forth. I actually incorporate the turmeric in my eating habits as well.
In your shakes, your smoothies, all
right.
of it. Immune system, cuts mucus.
Right, and people don't understand how you can actually apply little small things into your everyday eating regimens that can actually help your body, detox your body, and so forth. So some things that you can use on the outer parts of your body, you can also intake, like the lemon, like what are some things that you ladies like to eat to make sure that you do your detoxifications on the inside after you've done the exfoliation on the outside?
I'm not a breakfast person, so what I really try to be really good is my snacks, because I'm a big snacker. So I love granola. I love fruit. I can eat bowls of pineapples, bowls of mango. I love any kind of fruit. But that smoothie in the morning is like my jam. It gets me started. It makes me feel good. I have all kind of stuff in my smoothie: sea moss, turmeric, ginger, all my vitamins. I put oregano oil, sinus relief oil. Like I just,
come on, sis. Yeah.
It's in there, because if I don't, I'll be out here like a little old lady on the insides, because eating is just not always what I need it to be because of my schedule. But that smoothie, I put everything in that smoothie I possibly can. And I definitely try to do that a couple of times a week. So my diet is contingent upon what's in that smoothie.
Yeah.
Also, I'm really big. Like, you know how your granny had the little vitamin box?
The Monday through Sunday?
My vitamin box is in my purse. If I have my purse around me right now, it's this big. It's got nighttime, AM, and I have like 12 capsules. I got all magnesium citrate, chondroitin from the joints. I got all kind of stuff. So
I'm the same way. I got my care of right here.
Yes, right. I have my vitamins, like
I have to take my vitamins daily and my probiotics.
Yes, and I take a woman's probiotic.
Yeah,
I just take a raw probiotic. So I do kind of from a little lady bits. I take two different ones, because again, as you get older, you do. You just
Right.
need it. You get depleted of all those minerals that you need. So
Right. It was good to hear you say, Kristen, talk about the acne that you've gotten as you've grown older. I've fought acne almost my whole life. I still have adult acne. I've thought I inherited bad skin. I can remember as a young girl, my mom used to bust bumps on my dad's back. He used to have these bumps on his side arms, and I came up the same way because I was so oily and I didn't know what to do and never thought about water as being a supplement of actually trying to get rid of that. And I'll notice now it kind of knocks on my door when I don't take my water intake. It'll pop up and I'll eat like a potato chip that's greasy, and then you don't have anything to kind of dilute it. That was something that I had to learn. People, we have our favorite juice, we have our favorite caffeine, but it is important to reapply that water. You'd be surprised how many things that are solved by such an accessible and simple item that we like. Even now, and I'm like, okay, I know during my cycle it's coming, but then I want chocolate and I want some wine. And if I kind of like go by the waistline of the water, I notice the bumps come on my face. So we have so many people that do have acne, adult acne, and they extract that acne the wrong way. Then it leaves a mark that's even worse than the acne, because they don't know how to extract or what tools to use. I have to learn how to make a clean break and then use some type of acne cream on top. I'm big on the vitamin C to make sure that it helps replenish my skin after that abrasion.
I love Urban Skin RX. It is a phenomenal company, and they deal with dermatology from the standpoint of women of color. That is their focus. That's what they really focus on. It's a high-end brand. It's totally catered to us, and it deals with all of that. If you have acne-prone skin, if you have adult onset acne, if you have acne associated with your cycle, like there are all these different masks and everything that kind of goes in line with the tools that you would use for extracting and proper exfoliation. They have great masks for that. Urban Skin RX would go really nicely with what the tools that you're talking about too.
It's always when you have somewhere to go, that's like, what the heck?
That's when
it's when your little friend pops up.
Because of the stress that comes with the preparation.
Yeah.
And it's like that hormone coming like, oh, okay, where we going?
I learned this trick from you is that if I do drink alcohol, to drink it straight.
Drink it
hold
straight.
The sugary, hold the sugary drinks.
Yeah, cut the calories.
Or natural juices. Just give me a vodka and give me a bunch of limes.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do. Honey Jack with lemon.
Honey Jack's with lemon. I go straight Honey Jack with lemon.
Squeeze the lemon in there.
And it works just as fine. Or like
it does. If I'm gonna do it, I don't want to be penalized both, from both ends. I want to make sure less calories, less carbs. I had to research that.
No hangover.
Exactly. I started being a red wine drinker because they was like, wine is your heart. So I tell myself I'm helping myself be healthy.
It when I drink cycles, make the cycles easier because it thins out the blood.
Yes.
When I drink this, I'm helping myself. Like God made wine. Hey,
have y'all ever done facial mapping?
No,
I have not.
Facial mapping is basically, so there's a map, you can Google it, and it basically sections off your face into sections, and it will tell you if you, like, let's say you have a breakout right here, like, where did that come from? Facial mapping will tell you this is, I think this is the liver, this is the lung. So like case in point, I went and did hookah, right? This is a couple months back. And I got this bump right here, and I did a facial map and it said lungs. And I was like, wow.
Hookah.
Sure enough, it was lungs, and that's where the bump was. So a lot of the times, like Jackie, you hit the nail on the head, knowing the why you're breaking out, because sometimes it's not what you think. When that facial mapping and being able to pinpoint and be like, oh, okay, I need to detox. It goes back to water. Let me drink my water and it'll go away.
I think I was like you, Kristen. I had great skin growing up, and then somewhere in my 20s, I started getting cystic acne. I tried everything you can think of to get rid of hard jawline, chin bumps. I ended up having to go to a dermatologist. And I think that is another thing the Black community kind of shies away from and think it's like a white person thing, is a dermatologist or an esthetician. But I had just got so fed up. I was like, I don't know what to do with my skin. It turns out that dairy was a catalyst for my cystic acne. They tell you to eat eat the yogurt for your lady bits to get the probiotics in there, but that was actually damaging my skin and it was overproducing sebum. I ended up having to go on acne medication just to get it all under control. But yeah, I think a lot of people could benefit from going to a dermatologist or esthetician, and also watching what you eat, because sugar, dairy, chocolate, even though we love it
anyway, because it's the purveyor. And mucus is the home of all disease. So it's
yes.
So much so. It's so hard because I love a good queso. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
But it's easier said than done. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was all in the dairy with the cheese and the ice cream, and yeah, it was just all over my face.
Yeah.
So when you did the dairy, did you do like the plain, like I do plain Greek yogurt. I do incorporate that into like my smoothies. Do you have any type of side effect from using the Greek, the 0% fat?
I completely cut yogurt out of my diet. And I noticed that whenever I eat yogurt or I have a little bit too much cheese that week, I get a little friend. So yeah, I just completely cut it out of my diet. I love yogurt too. Like I did the non-fat yogurt thinking that would help.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
Your body knows when you cheat.
Hey, it does.
Yes.
I'm glad you talked about the dermatologist. I have a dermatologist. My son has the same dermatologist. And, you know, because the thing is, when we're young, especially teenagers, acne brings insecurity. When you think about how you look, and even though, yeah, water can fix a lot of things, the truth of the matter is people don't gravitate towards water. Because I went through the same insecurities as a kid. It's funny that I have a clear forehead because the shit was like a map when I was young. With everything that was on my forehead, like what the hell, and, you know, it was crazy, you know, and then it kind of moved away, but then it still comes sporadically. I didn't realize that it was because I like to wear bangs so much. So the oil,
the oil.
was just kind of, I wasn't trying to let it pull back because I'm trying to hide. At this point, I'm hiding, you know, the effects of what had happened from my hair. And then I realized that now, because sometimes my side acne comes because when I wear my hair to my face, the chemicals that I have in my hair. Yeah.
You also got to watch how many times you change your pillowcases and what kind of pillowcase you're using.
Yeah. I have a satin pillowcase.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have a satin pillowcase.
I do not. I'm horrible. I don't tie up hair. I don't put on no bonnet. I don't tie my edges down. I just be out here living. So the best I can do is that satin pillow. That's satin pillow.
It's substitute in such a huge way. And if you have a significant other, it brings that sex appeal where you don't have to wear.
Okay.
In the mood.
that little extra little hidden secret. Like, no, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm like, damn, just going to bed. Yeah, I just good. Okay, so we understand that we as humans, we are hairy creatures by nature. Some people, they like to shave or they laser or they wax facial hair. And then if they don't maintain it or keep it upright, then that's also causes after acne marks or the ingrown hair bumps and so forth. So I'm big on dermaplaning. Like I go to a spa, they take a fine razor and they scrape the hair off of your face, as far as the fuzz on your cheeks and the mustache that we get, and it gets a little thicker as you get older, or all around your whole face. But I was looking online and they call the she beards, the women that get the beards. I found out about a laser hair removal device, and this is the device.
Oh, IPL, yes.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
And I use that. I use it for like my bikini area. I use it for everything for the most part, but I've started to like use it above my lip because I want to.
Have you noticed a change in your hair?
I have noticed a change when I do it consistently. It says it takes about 20 times to actually where it doesn't grow back, but even the times that I've done it, it comes back very slow. I put it under my arms, so I like.
That was gonna be my next thing because I know I got a laser treatment once and it felt like a tattoo, and I have several tattoos, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
no, this is what this is. This
right. And because
when they said it was painless, I was like, the devil is a whole lie.
Yeah. Well, see, because some people use numbing cream, like with microneedling, and that's something else, but they use numbing cream, and then some people don't. There's a level. It goes up to like 5 or 6, 7 levels. Like, so you'll start off at 1 and 2 for the first week. You have to do it 2 or 3 times a week. And then the second week, you know, it goes up. The level goes up to 3 or 4, 5, 6. It does. It's a mind over matter type thing. Like,
yes, it is.
What are we trying to do? What are we trying to get accomplished? Because it's not one of those, But you
You
know,
also have to vet who's doing it too, because the laser is attacking the melanin in the hair. It's
Yeah.
trying to find the pigment in the hair, and because we're already pigmented,
right.
it's just gonna attack the skin.
Well, see, most spas, they know that. Like, you have to go to a spa that's familiar and educated with black skin. So they'll tell you, because I remember the first time I was trying to get a photo facial, and I paid for it on Groupon. Went on Groupon, found me a photo facial. I'm thinking it's going to just peel my skin or whatever, and I'm going to look amazing. And she said, we can't do it on your skin. You're too dark. You want to try some chemical peels, because it's going to actually attack your skin color. And you're going to look worse than what you did or what you were looking for. You're not going to get. And it was a black woman that came in there and told me that, because the woman was gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna just take her money. She gonna pay for this shit, so
Get it.
yeah, you're gonna get it. So I have to go towards peels. I go towards chemical peels, pulls off the first layer of your skin, or I do micro needling.
Oh, I had a horror story with laser hair removal. I wish I didn't have on makeup, because you can, I don't know if you can see it, but like, I'm burnt here. I have PCOS. So I do grow the hair on my chin and on my jawline and on my neck here. And I thought the only way to get the hair gone is, laser hair removal. But what actually ended up happening is they burned my skin. So that's another reason I went to the dermatologist, because I had these burn marks and they weren't going anywhere anytime fast and I needed them gone ASAP. So she ended up giving me some cream to actually speed up the process of lightening the dark spots. But yeah, you really have to vet who you're going to, because like you said, Jackie, they'll mess you up.
Yeah, because they don't. I mean, the thing is, like, once you pay your money, a lot of spas,
that's all they care about.
They're gonna give you that money back, so they're gonna be like, so what do you like our serum? Then try.
Yeah, and it wasn't no cheap treatment either. I'm talking like it was almost $2,000.
Yeah,
$2,000 to burn my face. So yeah,
This has always been old school. Like, this is an old drag queen pageant trick. I get the 5-blade extra sensitive chic razor. They're $18, right? And then I get aloe and witch hazel, and I slather my face, and I literally shave my whole.
I love aloe.
Like, I just literally old school shave my face.
okay.
And I've been doing that.
Do you use it with the barber's razor?
Yes, I have straight blade razors, but I also found this razor. This guy I dated at one point, he had a shaved head, and he was like, I only use these razors. You have to get these razors. Like, these are the only razors I use. Anything else will break me out. I'll have a whole moment. And I just sat and watched him, and I was like, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
I was always shaving my face, but I was doing it in my hair kit. I always have, like, literally truly like straight blade set up with the handle and the leather strap, and that I shave my face with that. So I started getting the 5-bladed extra sensitive chic razors, and when I found that they had one that had the aloe strip and it was like made for extra sensitive skin, I just order those again from Amazon. I get them in bulk, and I literally shave my face like every 10 days. And I found out like a couple of years back, it's called dermaplaning, and I'm like, dermaplaning? Oh, I've been shaving my face. I've been shaving my face since 2001. That's what y'all call that.
I came up with nothing new. You ain't
dermaplaning? I didn't know we fancy now. Dermaplaning. I just been up. I just
you got a word for it, right?
Right.
my hair, girl. I get all the hair. Okay, but it works. It does. And your makeup application.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
is seamless.
Yes.
So seamless, and like any serums that you use, it just the adhesion is
Melts
different.
into your skin.
I highly recommend dermaplane. I tell anybody that. Like that process is not a fluke. That's a great process.
Yeah. I think a lot of the people in the Black community are afraid that the hair is going to grow back thicker. You know, those little myths they tell you not, so you don't do it.
No.
Yeah.
You just got to be gentle. I mean, you can't be like
rough with it, right?
You know, you be to toe everything up, but like
you do have to take your time in doing it.
I'm not brave enough to do the dermaplane by myself, though, Kristen.
I be getting.
I'm not going. Now, I sit in front of a YouTube, and I'm like, okay, how we doing this, girl?
Look, YouTube will have you thinking you can do everything.
Listen, I'm like literally, but yeah, I'll go, and I know, especially if I have somewhere to go, like you said, a special event or something. Yeah, I need this fuzz off my face now, because once you try it, you see the difference. You have to have it, because it makes your skin more vibrant because you're taking the dullness of the hair
Yes.
off of your skin.
Your clients all the
Yeah.
time, "Girl, shave your face. This foundation cannot go on all this pizza." Put that on.
And you walk up to him, Kristen, with his braids, so like, do you mind if I?
Yeah.
Especially if you had the sideburns like Ashanti, because I sure did. I had to shave them on off.
When I do my little eyebrows, I'm like, I got hair between here and here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Come off that you thinking that you just doing this. Be like, no, we need to go a little
Mm-mm.
further.
Yes.
You tell people to put a razor to their face, they probably cuss you out. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Now, it's like it's a specific kind of razor.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Don't go getting the 5 for $5 or the 10 for 10 $1.
Or the disposables. Please don't do that.
Next time on Let's Talk About It with Jackie Wade.
B, show me some of your beauty secrets.
Yes. Yes.
Because
I just recently discovered that.
a lot of people don't know that alcohol does not belong on your skin.
It's actually one of the things I want to show is, and when I say you want to soak up a cystic acne bump,
Yeah.
that thing is no joke.
I'm like, no, don't do that. Is that even possible? I did it. Yeah, it happened. I've learned something every time.
I'm gonna have to try. I use that on my face too. So yeah. Come on.
It's wonderful.
That is a secret because I'm like, you like, come on. And I'm like, what?
As a
Y'all live off of Amazon, okay? Especially after quarantine. It is my way out. Let me tell y'all, you need something that's like a spot right then and there. I'm going somewhere tomorrow and this thing popped up.
A teeth whitener solution that I use. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna try this. So
Yeah.
I'm amazed right now. So